Across, an anthropological travel memoir by Alissa Greenberg. 27-year-old Alissa Greenberg is facing some pretty serious changes. The big 3-0 is not so far down the road, and she's nearing the end of a lengthy period of nomadic existence that has taken her to over 40 countries. After a variety of adventures that included conducting anthropological research in indigenous southwest China, circumnavigating the world for 12 months, and teaching English for 3 years in Spain, she's preparing to return to the U.S. to start a new, far more settled life, first at graduate school and then in a career in journalism. Despite her many adventures, Alissa shares the worries of much of her generation, anxieties about her future, her interpersonal relationships, and the costs of taking a less conventional path. Might those costs include love, marriage, family, even a career? Searching for a gesture to mark the significance of this change, Alissa embarks on an overland trip from Helsinki to Beijing via the Trans-Mongolian Railroad. While riding ferries and horses, exploring the mosques of Altai Russia, wandering the Buddhist temples of the Mongolian steppe, and lying sleepless in the quiet hours of the Siberian night, Alissa uses the physical journey and subtly changing faces of Eurasia to consider her own transformation and its larger significance in the world around her. More specifically, to complement her own journey, Alissa seeks out other stories that deserve consideration. Modern media have a fascination with so-called millennialism. It seems nearly every day another media outlet jumps on the bandwagon with a trend story or opinion piece. But there are questions that aren't being asked. What are the borders of that millennial experience in terms of class, culture, and geography? Does a Finnish teacher experience FOMO, the trending pop psychology term for fear of missing out, which is so often ascribed to millennials? What frustrates a Russian student? How does a Chinese oil rig worker picture his life in 10 years? What do all these members of this generation, which will soon inherit the world, have in common? And what can they learn from one another? Alissa befriends a variety of 20-somethings along her route, asking them about their own struggles and dreams and weaving the lives of Spanish, Russian, Finnish, Mongolian, and Chinese young adults together with her own to create a pan-continental portrait of 21st century adulthood.